surrounded by the sound. Cattle in the marketplace, scatterings in orphanages. He looks around, he sees angels in the architecture, spinning in infinity. He says, amen, hallelujah. If you'll be my bodyguard, I can be your long lost pal. And I can call you Betty, Betty, when you call me, you can call me out, call me out.
Good. Hello.
Hey everybody, welcome
Happy
to
Saturday.
the Barefoot Movement variety show. We are missing somebody in the top left corner.
Well, that's okay. So we have 32 viewers right now. I'm not sure who all you are. Everybody say hello. We had an interesting week. It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
I mean,
1 week.
it's been a week, you know. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I was having a really bad day one day this week, and Tommy went out to our post office and got this package. And I think that at least those of you who have joined in to the stream in the past, you're really gonna enjoy what we have to show you that someone sent us in the mail. Very special.
Dun, 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 dun,
Shall we do it?
dun,
All right, 3, 2, 1, here we go.
Big Larry t-shirt.
Big Larry.
Big Larry t-shirt. It's got a foot on it.
Can you see it? Well, great.
Katie, you're kind of off camera on the shot, FYI.
So, we had a wonderful fan send us Big Larry t-shirts. Alex has one too, but we haven't seen him. Katie came over today with her mask and sanitizer and got hers. So, anyway, I have the card here. So sweet. Dear Big Larry and accompanying humans, thank you so much for keeping us entertained during these days. Your concerts have truly been a bright spot in our less than exciting weeks. We hope these t-shirts bring smiles to your faces. Feel free to wear them, give them away.
No, hard no.
Or drop them off at your local thrift shop. The goal was just to make you laugh. Well, I can tell you what. When I sent the text message and I was sending pictures, Katie's like, it was like all caps for like 5 minutes of her like so excited.
It's funny because our best friend is quarantining with us, and we've been rewatching Star Wars. And if you know anything about me, I love Star Wars. And I was in like deep conversation with her explaining Star Wars stuff because obviously, and this of course is like the only thing that could snap me right out of it. And I was like, what? It was amazing. I love them. They're so great. Seriously, thank you so much. It is so cool. My dad is already like, how do I get one of those?
Yes, thank you. It's, you know, we have a wonderful time doing these streams, and we're so glad to do it to connect with you guys and connect with each other as a band, and that's a wonderful part of our week. But these are really hard times, and we have days when we struggle as well. So I just this really made my day, made my week, and I love it. This is really great. I mean,
it's awesome.
It's actually a really great
It's
show.
so amazing. They're all so great. I actually tried to put Justin's on Big Larry, but Big Larry's very, very big, so it didn't fit. But I taped it on there, like in hoping that he would like it.
I love that they're all one of a kind too. You know?
I know, they're so fun.
Fancy colors.
This is by far the most colorful shirt I own now. My very dark wardrobe.
Same, yeah, wearing all black. So we have our first donation.
Thank you.
Of the evening.
Oh my gosh, already? We didn't even do anything.
Thank you so much. It's from Mike Crivello. $5. And it says, if you are taking requests, can you play Loose Ends? Hope that's not on the retired list of songs. winky smiley face. I think we could do that. Mike, thank you so much.
Thank you, Mike.
I wasn't prepared.
The cowbell was lost for about 20 seconds earlier, and it was the most glorious 20 seconds ever.
It was bad.
Well, we're up first. You want to go ahead and do loose ends?
Let's do it.
Hello, Kris.
Loose ends. A song.
Yeah, hey Kris.
All right.
Hey Taladar. Hey Julian. Hey Parks. Good night, Leanne. I like the green room. Kay Clark and Edward. How you guys doing?
And Julian. You missed Julian.
I said Julian.
You did? Kris Truelsen is going to be our first guest. I need the guitar for him too. I met Kris. We'll talk more about it later, but he is the singer, guitarist in a wonderful, wonderful band called Bill and the Bells. So you're in for a treat. All right. For Mike Crivello, thank you, Mike. Here is Loose Ends. 1, 2, 3, 4. You tell other stories as your own. You say you miss us, but you never come home. Yeah, you're something else, or maybe just someone. When the wind blows, do you feel yourself coming undone? You can't tie together all the loose ends. Can't be everybody's best friend. Sooner or later you'll have to follow your own trend. Loose ends, loose ends. Pages and pages of things you wrote. You never show me, you'll never get that close. Searching for a story that fits. Who can love you if you do not exist? You can't tie together all the loose ends. Can't be everybody's best friend. Sooner or later you'll have to follow your own trend. Loose ends, loose ends. You have buckled with the weight of all your lies, losing pieces of who you are, and you can't turn back time. You'll never find happiness living the life of someone else, 'cause you got nothing if you don't have yourself. You can't tie together all the loose ends. Can't be everybody's best friend. Sooner or later you gotta stop playing pretend. Loose ends, loose ends. Yeah, loose ends, loose ends. Yeah, loose ends, loose
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Man,
Hi, Marion. I hadn't even said hello to you. How are you doing?
I think we're frozen on the stream.
yeah, I got it.
Are we-
Cool.
oh yeah,
Who's frozen?
You're
we're
not
just sorting
frozen
out all
now.
the little pieces to
It kind of looked like I was flipping you guys off the whole time. My finger was blurred.
Yeah,
so scandalous.
We're trying a new thing. We're just gonna freeze people when they're not playing. We're gonna freeze them on the stream. I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Right. Is it ready? Is it good?
It's dark.
The video wasn't frozen. I just stood that way the whole time.
Yeah.
So we got another donation.
All right.
Rocco Keys.
All right.
Rocco Keys
thank you.
donated $50. Says,
Wow.
love y'all,
Thank
Bonnie
you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Hello to people in Central Michigan and the Northeast of Massachusetts and France and Ohio. Those are basically right next to each other, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello to everyone. Hello to my mom.
Hi, Bonnie
who just
Blowmars.
says hi. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
I
Mom.
wanted to make a note about that last song we played. It's hilarious to me that Tommy and I have been in a band together for so long, and he doesn't know the words to any of my songs, and so like the
I'm
words.
saying the right words.
Well, you did now, but I just remember one time it's you can't tie together all the loose ends, and he was saying you can't try to gather all the loose ends. I was like, where did you get
That
that from?
happened one time, like 7 years ago. She still tells that story.
It's actually pretty funny when we all try and like sing Noah's parts and we're like, wait, what is that lyric actually?
I couldn't play your bass part, so it's fine.
Neither can I.
All right, from a living room in Hermitage, Tennessee, Mr. Alex and Marion,
thank you.
Mrs. Marion Connerly.
All
My wife,
right.
Marion, everybody.
I
Hello,
like your
wife.
shirts. I'm very jealous.
I know.
know.
We're jealous over here, man.
We have one
I
more. You can
love
split.
them.
So cute.
There's like a little end pin and everything. I'm just saying, that's so awesome. I just love it.
Oh, they put the end pin.
Yeah,
That's an important detail.
The
so
details.
great.
Well, we got some different options. We could play.
You
This
play
song.
your song.
Okay, I'll play. I'll play a song.
I'll drink wine.
He's getting bashful to, you know.
Yes.
I
I
got a
Mountain
few
Dew,
different
so-
options. Can't hear anybody
That's
because my
okay.
headphones are off. See if this works. All right, this is extremely random, but I'm gonna play
Great.
Randy Travis song.
All right.
Nice.
He says thanks.
Who
Or
does?
was it Justin? Somebody just said thanks.
You're welcome. All right. Lately I get the feeling, there's a feeling that you're holding in. Why do you keep your distance as close as we've been? Do you think your silence is saying there ain't nothing wrong with you? This is me you're not talking to. This is me, the one who knows you inside out, the one you leaned on till now. Don't you know I'm still here for you? So what do you think you're doing? Who do you think you're fooling? Hey, this is me you're not talking to. You can run to me no matter what you're running from. If it's something I'm doing, I'll get it undone. Just don't let me be a stranger to what you're going through. This is me you're not talking to. This is me, the one who knows you inside out, the one you leaned on till now. Don't you know I'm still here for you? What do you think you're doing? Who do you think you're fooling? This is me you're not talking to. Yeah, this is me you're not talking to. I didn't know she was going to sing a harmony, or else I would have pulled the mic in closer.
It sounded
the real
like a little angel on top there. That was beautiful.
I'm just glad we're up here where there's reverb. I feel like I have PTSD from that dungeon downstairs.
Yeah, the studio, you work so hard to deaden everything, and then when you want to do a live performance, you're like, this is the last place I want to be.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a little delay on the video from the audio. Can we test? Can we test?
Check
to see if it's on both sides.
Hey guys, I am right here talking into the mic.
I think it's something on my end. So.
God, Tommy.
Somebody from Walkersville, Maryland. Oh.
Hey, Dad.
That's Henry. All right, Henry.
Hello,
Try
Mark,
it again.
everybody.
Can you just strum a few chords, Justin? Or any...
Talk. Say something.
Hello, I am talking into the microphone.
It's a little delayed. Of course, because you said every word in the same rhythm, Katie, that...
It made a beat.
Nice.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Hello, Mark. I'm gonna ruin his last name, but this Mark is here. Mark made us a Big Larry t-shirt.
Oh my gosh, Mark, we love these shirts. They are so amazing.
This is for you.
This is special one for you.
I just really love this shirt. I love it so much. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just wear it the rest of quarantine. Sorry, guys. It's so great. We love them. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks to
we've
everyone tuning in. Shannon, our friend Shannon. Edmonton, Alberta, we have Christina.
All right. Hey, guys.
And thanks, everyone.
And we also, Kent Blackmer donated $25.
All right.
Early musical influences is a question. But let me give you some clave first for your donation.
All right. Thank you. What was the question? I missed it.
What are our early musical influences? So why don't we think on that, and we'll have a song from Katie, and then we'll come back.
Okay. Well, we're gonna do a song now. It's fun for me to pick songs every week, but I also love to kind of put myself out of my comfort zone. And my friends Bree and Abby have been asking me to try and do a Brandi Carlile tune for like several weeks now. So I'm gonna try a Brandi tune right now. But she's also one of like the best singers of all time. So I'm sorry in advance if I can't sing like her.
It's gonna be great.
Hey, before you get started, they can't hear me. Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
You're good.
You're feeling nervous, aren't you, boy? With your quiet voice and impeccable style. Don't ever let them steal your joy and your gentle ways. Keep them from wondering wild. They can kick dirt in your face, dress you down and tell you that your place is in the middle when they hate the way you shine. I see you tugging at your shirt, trying to hide inside of it and hide how much it hurts. Let them laugh while they can. Let them spin. Let them scatter in the wind. I have been to the movies. I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. Get discouraged, don't you, girl? It's your brother's world for a while longer. You gotta dance with the devil on the river to breathe the stream. Call it living the dream. Call it kicking the ladder. They can come kick dirt in your face, call you weak and then displace you after carrying your baby on your back across the desert. I saw your eyes behind your hair, and you're looking tired, but you don't look scared. Let 'em laugh while they can. Let 'em spin. Let 'em scatter in the wind. I have been to the movies. I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on them. Let 'em laugh while they can. Let 'em spin. Let 'em scatter in the wind. I've been to the movies. I've seen how it ends. And the joke's on
Our mic is muted the whole time, but Marion was singing along to every word.
That sounded so good.
And she was going, yes, girl, the whole time.
Okay, I'm going to fix this audio sync issue real quick. It's going to drive me crazy if I don't.
Can we keep talking?
Check now.
Looks good.
Well, it looks good. Well, how's it sound?
Talk, you guys.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How is it going?
It fixed it. I know how to fix it. Yes.
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4.
It's good. It's good.
Good? All right.
All right.
So, early musical influences. What you got, T?
Well, I always say that the first time that I felt like emotional or got chills or something from something musical was the scene in Star Wars: A New Hope when Luke Skywalker is watching the binary sunset and that big orchestral moment.
Chills. It's chills.
Nice.
Chills.
Goosebumps. Yep. So that's so John Williams is my answer.
That is a great answer, man.
I see why you guys are friends.
Yeah.
This makes a lot of sense.
When Katie came to audition for our band, it was like a few weeks before The Force Awakens came out, and it was like it was a topic of conversation right then, I think, pretty much. Like, anyway, my classic story is that I was a year old sitting on my grandmother's kitchen table, and or maybe it was just, I don't know. I don't know whose table it was.
It was a table of sorts.
But my mom was singing the Tom Petty "Free Fallin'," which had come out in 1989. Yeah, I think it came out in 89. I was born in 88. And so I was barely talking, and she goes, "She's a good girl." And I went, "Loves her mama." So that was the first time I sang. I was in the Pearl Jam fan club at 4. Loved Pearl Jam. Who else? I think as far as folk music, Nickel Creek was a big deal. But I'm a big classic rock girl. Pretty much Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, the Eagles, Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young were early and current influences, along with all of my old time and bluegrass stuff that I love. So, all right.
Nice.
What is a Star Wars?
What is Star Wars?
That's exactly what I was trying to tell Danielle when I found out about the Big Larry shirts.
What is a Star Wars? All right, musical influences up top, and then we will head on to our first video of the night.
Are we up top?
Yeah.
Oh, we are. Katie, you're up top too.
They're both up top.
You go up top.
Hello down there. Okay, I'll go. Well, I would say I wish I had a cool Star Wars story like that, guys. I really do. But I would say like my earliest memories of listening to music and like being things that I feel like did influence me was my dad used to. He still loves listening to big band music and jazz. And my mom loves musicals. And so before, there were MP3 players or aux cables, we would just have like a few CDs to rotate in the car. And I feel like my dad's were mostly big band records and my mom's were mostly musical records. And those are both such powerful musical experiences in general, even if like you don't love those types of music. There's a lot of like dynamic flow throughout those records. And I just really loved those experiences, and they're, little memories from my childhood too. But I also remember, which this is not something I maybe should admit, but I also remember going to the playground and singing Backstreet Boys by myself on the swings. And I felt like that was a really pivotal moment for me too.
That makes a lot of sense.
But influences on my, yeah, it does make sense really. And obviously the band can probably guess this one. Also, Destiny's Child was like a very large influence on my childhood. I do remember my grandparents I think it was a birthday, got me their entire discography. And I am 100% positive they had no idea who they were. But
that's awesome.
But yeah, Ray Brown is probably my biggest bass influence. But anyways.
It's not bad.
Do you want to say one, Justin?
No, I don't. I'm not.
Justin.
I don't need
Justin.
to. I'm not in the band.
Do it.
Yeah, you do. Come on. You're wearing the
the
shirt.
Big Larry
buddy.
shirt.
Yeah.
You're wearing the shirt.
I'm surrogate band member now. Man, I don't know. I guess one of my earliest memories is my dad's always been a big blues guy. So just driving around in my dad's truck, and he always had either Stevie Ray Vaughan's Texas Flood or Led Zeppelin 2 in my mind playing. Yeah. And just like Led Zeppelin 2 just rocked my world.
And your dad likes old cars too, so you're probably just like rocking out in these old awesome hot rods.
Yeah, my dad's pretty amazingly old school and loves old things and like loves 50s and 60s stuff.
And his name is Larry.
And his name is Larry.
Wow.
Full circle, kids.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess listening to those records in my dad's car is probably the earliest time I felt was like, man, this is amazing. Like these guys are just really playing, and I just, the Blues Foundation thing has always been pretty strong for me, But
Nito Torpedo.
Yeah.
That's that.
Let's go with Marion.
Oh, well, my parents, they say that when I was little that I kicked to the beat, I think, in my high chair to the 1812 Overture.
Yeah,
1812 Overture and the Tchaikovsky and those kinds of jams. But
deep cuts.
Yeah. And I probably, like, when I was old enough to like understand, probably the Carole King Tapestry record. I remember we had these like little wooden carvings of birds, so, little decorations on our, in our family room. And I remember my mom putting the record on, and using these little birds as microphones to, I feel the earth.
Yeah. That's amazing.
And of course, NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Yes, thank
you. And Faith Hill and all those good things. But yeah, probably Carole King, Elvis, and 1812 Overture.
Well-rounded group there.
That is the perfect
there we go.
Yes. I don't really know the question was first musical influence?
Early.
Or first? Oh, early. Okay.
In the morning.
What defines you?
I'm not sure what my first one would have been. But I remember really, really early on, I was in like preschool, and somebody was carpooling me, and they picked me up, and they had there was a Steely Dan song playing, and I was like, "Whoa, this is cool." And then
exact octave voice too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa,
bro.
Real early.
Yeah. And then I remember my dad. He used to have to go to the hospital to do surgery, and I would he'd be like, "I'll be out in a minute," and I'd be like, "Okay," and I'd be sitting in the car, and it would be like, it felt like hours later, and I thought he was just going to come in, and I would just play his cassette tapes back and forth, and he had he had a Steely Dan tape that I would just wear out, A and B side or whatever. I guess in tapes would be side 1 and 2. I don't know. And then he also I'd just go through all his records. He had like lots of records, and they were all, 60s and 70s, just a myriad of things. And I remember staring at the cover of the Hendrix Bold as Love album cover, and it was just another "whoa, bro" moment. It's the common denominator of anybody who plays guitar. There's nothing unique about doing that, but
those are the first two words you've learned when you play guitar. Whoa,
yeah,
bro.
That's right. Yeah.
Well, there you have it, everyone.
Yeah, well, I could just go on forever. I think we all could. So I'm just
seriously.
This is a rabbit hole.
It is a rabbit hole.
That'll be our next stream, the rabbit hole.
We're going to cut to a video, and when we come back, we're going to have Kris Truelsen, my friend that I met at East Tennessee State University, who is now the leader of Bill and the Bells. He is the Bill of the Bill and the Bells, and he's also a DJ and curator of music over at the Birthplace of Country Music Museum in Bristol. So we're going to play this video now, though. This is a never-before-seen, unless you were there in person, live performance from Merlefest in 2018. This is a really special performance because I don't know if you guys know the story of our Merlefest. It was our first time playing main stage, and we get up there and we played pretty early in the morning, and right when we got off, Marion told Alex that her water had broken. And it was time to go have a baby. So Gloria entered the world 24 hours within when this video happened. So we have found the footage, and here is a song called Touch the Sky from our performance there. I think we were excited to play it because it was a little peppy, but we
all right.
Peppy.
I've never seen this.
Yeah, me neither.
So anyway, here's
Touch
the Sky from 2018 Merlefest.
All right.
All right.
I'll tell you why it was peppy.
Go.
Okay.
Wait.
I feel so full of joy and love. I feel the touch of heaven above, even in this darkest place. I feel heaven
shrunken over the past few months.
He's been losing weight on course.
Yeah. You've lost weight. Good for you. Welcome back, everybody. That was us 2018 Merle Fest. And Delia Hubbard asks, can we buy the song anywhere yet? No, unfortunately, we do have it. And we are working on our next album release. We have it recorded. It's ready to go. With all the things that are going on, I'm just not sure when that release will be. But there's several videos of it on YouTube, and so you can find it. So everyone say hello. This is Kris Truelsen coming to us from, are you in East Tennessee?
What's up, guys?
There he is.
So glad to see you, Kris.
Yeah, you too. Y'all are sounding great this evening. Thanks for having me. I'm honored.
So give us the 3-minute story of your life.
Oh, sure. Well, I've shrunken in the past few months. Well, I live in East Tennessee in Johnson City. That's where I met you guys, Noah and Tommy. And I've been here for about 10 years playing music, and I started a radio station in that time. I'm originally from Colorado. I'm in a band called Bill and the Bells. My 3-minute story is officially 40 seconds.
Nice.
Beautiful job. So Bill and the Bells is, you have sort of a retro sound, but you have original material. Can you tell us a little bit, and for the people that may not have heard your music before, just kind of you guys' whole thing, what you're drawing your influences from, and how you're creating this whole new sound with those old school influences?
Yeah, it's cool that you noticed that, Noah, and thanks for saying that. The whole idea kind of behind what we've tried to create with Bill and the Bells is really paying tribute to a lot of the music that we've listened to growing up, and me specifically, I've always really been into kind of like 20s and 30s country, but also like pop music of that time period. So, we've borrowed heavily from those sounds. My voice naturally kind of fits into that era. Maybe it's just from listening to that music for so long that I sort of adopted that sound. But working with Kalia and Helena and Andrew, we've stacked our harmonies in a specific way that's really not of the time period of the 20s and 30s. And the longer that we play, the more I want to try to push boundaries into new areas. So like we've got a new record that hopefully is going to be coming out sometime soon. It's all recorded. And
ain't that the story of the century?
Yeah, we were going to put it out this summer, but we're probably going to hold back on that because we're broke. But so we'll see. But we've been borrowing a lot from like R&B music from the 50s and 60s. I love girl group stuff from the 60s. So I really, with our arrangements, our vocal arrangements, I'd borrow heavily from that era. And I think our sound is going to hopefully continually evolve. That's why I want to play music. I don't want to. I just want to keep moving forward and keep trying different things. And so with the new record, there's actually quite a bit of electric guitar on it. We got a lot of B3 drums on most of the record. So we're really kind of trying to push the boundary of what people expect from Bill and the Bells, and trying to break that mold as much as possible.
Well, I just love it. I think that it's so flawless. The most recent time I saw you guys was at Folk Alliance. Seems like that was like the craziness right before the craziness really happened. Yeah. And it's just such a beautiful blend. If you haven't heard Bill and the Bells, you have to check them out. So we'll go ahead and get a song. You guys can hear Bill without his bells. That sounded really weird. I'm sorry.
Just play the song, man. Before things get weird over here.
I got my bells.
I'm going to shut up. I just let them go.
Yeah, just...
All right. Well, I'll play a song on that note. Speaking of like older music and people who I'm influenced by, the musician I'm most heavily influenced by, I would say, would be Jimmy Rogers. And when I sort of formed Bill and the Bells about 6 years ago, it was really modeled around kind of how he would arrange stuff. So I'm going to play a song that I think is kind of fitting for the time right now. This is a song about longing and a song about missing things that you can't get to, which I think we are all familiar with that right now. That's for sure. This is called Miss the Mississippi in You. I'm growing tired of the big city lights, tired of the glamour, tired of the sights. In all my dreams I am roaming once more back to my home on the old river shore. I'm sad and weary, far away from home, missing Mississippi, you. Dear days are dark and dreary, everywhere I roam, missing Mississippi, you. Roaming the wide world over, always alone and so blue. Nothing seems to cheer me under heaven's dome, missing Mississippi, you. Yodelay, 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 yodelay. Memories are bringing happy days of yore, missing Mississippi and you. Dear mockingbirds are singing around the cabin door, missing Mississippi and you. Roaming the wide world over, always alone and so blue. Nothing seems to cheer me under heaven's dome, missing Mississippi and you. Yodelay, 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 yodelay.
It's the roof.
Hey, how did you do that? That was fancy. Nice.
What do we do? We have a Mississippian in our midst.
Yeah,
so
we
sure
do.
he
All right.
appreciated that.
Yeah, I sure did.
Mississippian. Yeah, that's one of my favorite songs. I love that song, and I think it's amazing, that it was written in 1929 or 30, and to me it still resonates just as strong as it probably did back then.
Yeah, sure. I agree.
Jimmy Rogers was at the Big Bang of country music. Is that right? There in Bristol?
That's true. That's true. He was one of the big first kind of commercial country artists. He cut T is for Texas, and that was a little bit later. He cut Sleep Baby Sleep, and it became kind of a hit record. And then he went up to New York to cut some songs that became real hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so along with like the Carter family and Ernest Stoneman and some of those heavyweights that really, Ralph Peer, who recorded all those guys, really kind of helped to create a whole industry around country music, because it wasn't really thought to be something that could be commercialized at that time.
Which is why the birthplace of country music museum is there, and the radio station. What's going on with you guys during all this time? Are you guys pretty much on autopilot, or how's that going?
Well, I mean, I'm incredibly fortunate, I feel like, to be working full time there still. Under the circumstances, I'm still going in. I go in once a week. We're really, really careful about who's going into the museum. It's just me and a couple people. So I go in and do kind of just some of the cleanup work that needs to happen to keep our playlist up to date. So I'm still adding music, because there's a bunch of records coming out right now that are really good records. And I'm making sure to add those to our playlist to make sure that we're giving these artists the proper airplay that they deserve. And actually, you know, it's kind of phenomenal to see all of our DJs. We're a volunteer-driven radio station, and all of our DJs have figured out kind of ways to record their shows from home. So really, like, not that much has changed, other than the fact that, like, we can't do our performance-based shows like Farm and Fun Time and stuff like that.
Yeah. But didn't you get a spot on PBS with Farm and Fun Time recently?
We did. That started 2 weeks ago, and it's starting regionally. So Blue Ridge PBS is like the host station for it.
It's amazing.
And it's a weekly show. So we're doing 13 episodes for the first season. And tonight at 7, we aired our 3rd episode. So we're pretty thrilled about that. I'm kind of worried about it, honestly, because like we need to be recording content right now, because we need to be working on season 2. And you know, we were just, let's see, 3 shows in when this happened for season 2. So there's going to be a void. I'm going to have to kind of figure out how to fill that space. We did do a Farm and Fun Time from my front porch with
I saw that,
and Kalia, and that was pretty fun. I don't know if it's TV quality.
Well,
That's
I think
awesome.
Tonight we're actually up against the big stay-at-home virtual fest that's going on with like all the mainstream artists.
You mean they're up against us?
Exactly.
Right.
Look out.
So, you know, everybody's finding a way to do this from home, even Tay Swift, you know.
And someone in the chat, Tyler asked, does it stream online for those outside the local listening area?
It sure does.
Okay.
You can go to Blue Ridge PBS, or you can go to Radio Bristol and listen, radiobristol.org. And it's gonna be started. It should be carried throughout the Southeast in the next month or 2. So we're kind of working on full national syndication plan, and that it has to happen in tiers, kind of, with our contract.
Is listenradiobristol.org?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, it's a wonderful radio station as well. Great programming, a lot of it.
We love having you guys through when you come by. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I lived in East Tennessee for 5 years, so it's like coming home, and so many wonderful memories there, and so much wonderful history there as well. So, well, let's have one more song from Kris, and then we will debut our first tune twist by a guy that I think Kris can appreciate. A guy named Doc Watson is going to be our first tune twist of the night. So this is Kris Truelsen, everybody, if you're just joining us. Kris from Bill and the Bells, a wonderful, wonderful band from East Tennessee. Take it away.
Thanks, Noah. I would also like to say I deeply appreciate Randy Travis. So,
all right.
Alex. All right, I'm going to try one. This is one I don't really play that often. I wrote this one, and this is a wordy one. It's a talking blues. This will be on the new record.
All right.
Cool.
Sweet.
It's called Sobbin' Blues.
Yeah. Nice.
Now, I'm not one to weep and I'm not one to cry, but ever since since I got married, my whole life's gone awry. Try to figure out what I did to deserve such a fate, and how one woman could be filled with so much hate. I've been heated, I've been beaten, I've been badly mistreated, I've been called so many things that should never be repeated. I've been poked at and croaked at, it's a wonder I'm still breathing. I'm surprised it lasted 3 weeks before I said to leave him. Now I'm sobbing the blues. Well, life for me wasn't always so mean and rough. I used to smile and laugh and think about happy stuff like sunshine and bunnies, hitting the lottery and winning money, and saying things like, bye, I'm going fishing, honey. Well, with those days gone, I went to see my friend Bill, who's been married about 7 weeks. Happily, if you will. I said, Bill, you've been married quite a long time. Tell me, man, how do you maintain your peace of mind? Well, he looked at me mean and he looked at me cruel. He said, 20 straight years I've been sobbing the blues. Now, you kids, listen close. A word of advice before you set out the door to get yourself a loving wife. Think for a moment, maybe think twice, maybe get a background check. How about 5? But in the end, it's up to you what you do with your life. I'm not trying to scare you, I'm just trying to help you decide. And if you don't listen, there ain't nothing I can do. Soon you just be like me and be sobbing the blues.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That was amazing.
That's great.
We have awesome friends. I'm so proud to know you. This is so cool.
That was
sad,
awesome.
sad story.
It is very sad, very sad.
It's an amazing song, though.
Alex was like also very true.
No, I was not. I was not,
No, there's no truth to that. No truth to that. Well, thank you guys. It's been an honor and a pleasure to see y'all and to actually be able to talk. And this is awesome, man. I really appreciate you guys having me on.
Oh man,
so much.
Pleasure's ours, man. Thank you so much.
Can't wait to see you again in real time. Well, I guess
real time.
In real space.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not a
When's
little
it gonna
tiny
happen?
circle up on my
I
screen.
really hope we'll be doing some performing here together sometime soon. And if not too soon, then it'll be Merle Fest 2021.
That's right.
Exactly.
Bill and the Bells were scheduled to play their first Merle Fest. We were going to be at Merle Fest this year. It was going to take place next weekend. So we're all right now. We're all scheduled to come back. So hopefully that'll happen. So, all right, we're going to move into our Barefoot Tune Twist number 1 of the week. This one was requested by an anonymous donor. It's a wonderful song that Doc Watson and Clarence Ashley first did, and we kind of did more of Doc Watson's solo version. So anyway, see you later, Kris.
All right, here we go.
Every man gets some tough luck sometimes. When he ain't got a nickel nor a dime, Lord, I hope I get lucky some old day. My woman, she just don't care for me, since she found out I'm as broke as can be. But I hope I'll be lucky some old day.
Every man he has his day some old time.
I hope I'll get lucky some more day. If I gamble and lose, I'll play fair. If I gamble and lose, boys, I don't care. Yes, I hope I'll get lucky some more day. And I hope I'll get lucky some more day. Lord, I hope I'll get lucky some more day.
Oh, yeah. Good job. Such a good performance there, kids.
Go team.
Okay, so we have some donations. I try not to break up our guest interviews with donations announcements. So we have a few to announce. Ben from Boxford donated $15. Thank you so much, Ben.
Nice.
We have some new
Thank you.
instruments. We're gonna
and
bring up for you.
Alex Blomars.
Alex
donated
Blombarsium.
$40.
Oh,
Alex
wow.
Blomars, thank you.
Thanks, brother.
You did it backwards.
Hey, brother.
Isn't it the other end? No, I'm wrong.
Thank you, guys.
We had a question earlier from Edward. He asked why we don't sell our first album anymore. It is available on all of the streaming services. We just haven't printed new copies lately, and I think it just comes down to at some point you have to make some choices about, one, what you can afford to print, and then two, our merch table is just getting so full of stuff, and we
Soon it's going to have Larry shirts on it.
Exactly. We have limited space in our van to carry physical products, so we have just opted to bring more of our recent stuff on the road, because that's what most people want anyway. They want stuff that all four of us are on, and that album, it's just me and Tommy that are on it because it was done so long ago with one of our first lineups. So anyway, we did play Loose Ends from that earlier, and each stream I'm trying to pull out an old Barefoot Movement song, one that we might not play too much live, and then something new that I've been working on. So here's a new song called Hold On to the Flame that I really, really hope one day we're going to get together and work up as a band. So here we go. I'm going to head off here.
All right.
When you're holding me
Wow, that was just incredible. But I'm mostly very excited about the last donation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Speaking of that, we have stuff to announce. I also love the emojis that Alex is putting on his screen.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I didn't see him.
Yeah, I was wondering how you were doing that because you weren't moving, but yet you were.
I had a little secret down here. My secret mouse.
So KMS Adam Check donated $40. Says you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You get some rain stick.
All right. Those are my dad's friends. Thank you so much.
Yeah, how do you pronounce their last name, Katie?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Some friend you are.
There's a lot of consonants in that last name.
And Shan Mack donated $25.
Thank you, Shan.
Thank you.
You get some wood block.
That's more palatable than the flippin' cowbell.
And Kula Spinner donated $25. They say, "Hi guys, so great to see you live. Think of you often and watch your path across the country. Keep safe. Much aloha, Lundy and Allen."
Oh, thank you guys.
Okay,
Bye.
Aloha to you. Here's some drum.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Cheers with my daughter's cup.
And the Meltons donated $20. These shows make our Saturday nights.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
so much.
My favorite, the sleigh bells.
That one's nicer than.
But not least,
Not.
Bibbers.
Oh yeah.
$300.
Yeah,
Pop
buddy.
Up has a song in mind for a video. All right, so
Is it the jingle bells?
Bibbers has the best taste.
for Bibbers,
Or maybe it's who let the dog out.
That would be terrible.
You would not appreciate that. That would scare her. She's actually so if you're not familiar with the most important person in my life, Bibbers is my black lab that's back home with my parents, and she's apparently just rich now and can donate her own money.
That's how to use computers very well.
But she is
She must be,
scared
like,
of
on Instagram
everything.
or something.
So she, when my dad hits his shaving brush on the side of the bowl, she's scared of that now. So she would 100% be scared of the cowbell. So
The shaker.
maybe the rain stick would also probably scare her because she's
scary
afraid
too,
of the
yeah.
rain.
Sorry, Bibbers. Sorry for scaring you.
But we love you, Bibbers.
Thank you so much.
So Survivor Girl is asking about how long we've been going here, tuning in and all that. We start at 8:00 Central, and if you missed the top, that's okay because the shows do get posted on our YouTube channel, so you can watch the beginning later. But we do this every Saturday at 8:00.
Yeah.
She says, "I love your circle of life with the baby in the car."
Speaking of that baby, I was just hearing some kind of sound, and I couldn't tell if it was our child or a cat outside. I'm hearing something out there with these headphones halfway on.
Oh my god.
So in order to get in our living room, we put like a little crib downstairs in the lower studio. So this is all a big experiment so that we could do this upstairs instead of down in the studio. Anyway.
Nice.
I'm working on curating all of the car capella bloopers that we have had over the years, and oh my gosh, there are so many, and I just cannot wait to go through the ones with Gloria. We could do a whole, seriously, we tried to do that Lion King car capella so many times that I could do an entire Lion King blooper because
we actually did one with a dog too.
Yeah, we had a dog. I have those. We tried it so many times. Kent Blackmer asks, "Are vinyl still available?" Yes. We're going to get to a song from Alex here in just a second, but before we do that is something I wanted to bring up. We're still doing the pre-sale on our vinyl. We're only going to print 300 of those. First, side A is our EP, Rise and Fly. And side B will be 2 covers, Looking Out My Back Door and Sin City. So if you want to go ahead and get your pre-order in, Tommy is going to post the link and spell vinyl correctly.
I was hitting backspace.
Hey, spelling is hard, okay?
I was hitting backspace. I gotta get something real quick.
But anyway, yeah, so there's the link. You can pre-order our vinyl, and it's only going to be those 300 copies, and we're going to sign them all. Survivor Girl says she just discovered us. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, that's wonderful. She's forwarding our videos to everybody. The Chucky doll you mentioned is right here in the back, so thank you.
With Darth Vader.
With Darth Vader, old pals.
All right, so
Old
how
pals.
about another tune
Good
from
pals.
our friends in Hermitage?
Oh yeah, this
I gotta go to the back.
coming
Okay.
straight out of Hermitage,
You
y'all.
don't have to
TMI.
announce that.
I just want people to know I gotta go to the bathroom.
All right, see you later.
Maybe I'll put it on Omni.
Big gulps, huh?
Hopefully there's not a big pow
It's
sound
Mountain
when
Dew,
I
man.
It was just a little pal sound. You're good.
Little pow.
Little pow.
All right, little
Just
pow.
a
Little pal.
click.
Little pow. All right.
Omni's gonna be great.
That means
though.
you can eat the mic. Well,
Oh.
I'm gonna feature
Probably not delicious.
the love of my life, and she'll come out now any minute. Now, I'm just kidding.
Downstairs in a crib.
Yeah, she's downstairs in the crib.
It's Bibbers, isn't it?
All right, here we go. Oh,
Sorry.
do you want to do? Why don't you tell us a little bit about the song?
What song are we doing?
I was thinking. Well, we don't have to do this song. I was thinking you could do the "Me Letting Go" song. Could
I
do a
wrote
different one.
Yeah, no, this is a song I wrote
All
with Carlene Watt and John Coleman,
Okay,
two of my favorite people and songwriters.
that's cool. Can you eat the mic a little bit?
Oh, okay.
She's getting comfortable.
I get
with it.
timid around the mic.
All right, let's see. I hadn't played this in a very
Yeah, it's
long
been a
time.
long time.
Good gosh. All right, let's. Maybe I'll put it back in cardio. Get a little pop sound. I'm trying to decide. All right.
Okay, how's my blouse look?
Wow, looks great. Still moderately in tune. Okay. Ready?
Okay.
Sun stay down, live longer, need to get heart together, love the light in your face right here beside you where I want to stay. I used to run and run and run till I run out of air. I'm done running, running never gets me anywhere. We might burn out like matches, might last 1,000 years. I don't know. This is me letting go. Here I am, look at me, depend on you to see. I'm waving a white flag high on a hill. When the stars all fall, I'll be loving you still. Yeah, I used to run and run and run till I run out of air. I'm done running, running never gets me anywhere. We might burn out like matches, might last 1,000 years. I don't know. This is me letting go. I used to run and run and run till I run out of air. I'm done running, running never gets me anywhere. We might burn out like matches, might last 1,000 years. I don't know. Boy, I'm afraid, I ain't afraid to say that I ain't scared. I'm going faster. And I can't believe that I don't care. I'm a mom that loves you, giving up.
Couldn't have provided some.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're giving up the fight. Yeah, no. This is me letting go.
Did we lose it? Oh. Okay, got Did something with the mouse
Yeah,
there.
our
And
mouse.
The whole screen went away. I was like, well, we
like,
lost
what?
him.
You're still here. You're still
Still
here.
here, though.
That was great.
Awesome.
That's a
What
killer
is-
song.
I missed that. Whose song is that?
Marion's.
Oh,
Wow.
that's a wonderful song.
That was
I was
amazing.
like asking Tommy whose it was, and he was like, I don't know.
That was so
That's a
great.
song.
Yeah, we opened keynotes somehow.
Oh no.
Is this going to be your keynote speech now?
Yes,
So
Meredith, excellent presentation.
you can see my cat is laying on my xylophone back here and knocking things off of it.
How cute is that?
He's just like,
It looks like she's hovering. She's so talented.
Cats can do that.
So we have some more donations to announce. EDS donated $150. EDS, you are incredibly
Are amazing.
awesome. Thank
We
you
love you so much.
This cowbell is just for you, EDS. Is it loud?
That one was.
And then Burris
Like those
Bucks
jingle bells.
Burris Bucks.
First,
That's my best friend.
donated $50. Said y'all are the bee's knees. Thank you for the weekly jokes, music, and merriment. Thank you.
Oh,
Miss-
merriment.
Burris.
Merriment.
Love you.
What instrument do you think she would like, Katie?
Not cowbell.
Well, you know my range of instruments. so-
Hey, get that one out from behind the couch.
Clave. Oi, play Oye
Tell
Como
us
Va.
about the one from behind the couch.
she seems like a clave kind
Oh
of.
God, that would.
We'll do that in a minute. It's
Give us
got
a
stuff
solo.
on it. Thank you, Ben Daniel.
That was Low Rider, not Oye Como Va.
One.
It's a war song, you know.
Yeah.
So Survivor Girl asked, would we ever do an ABBA medley for a car capella?
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
really
maybe
cool,
so.
actually. You know, we've got the 2 guys and 2 girls. That might work. I also had somebody on TikTok today say, you know, you want to do Salt and Pepper now. So,
You.
right, I don't
Wow.
know. Anyway, we have a video now from our Katie friend up there. Do you want to tell us about this video we're about to see?
Sure, I'd love to. So, one of the awesome things that quarantine has given me is ample time with Justin and with my friend Danielle Burris Bucks, aka Burris Bucks. My best friend is also quarantining with us. And Justin is not only an amazing bass player, he also plays guitar, he plays piano, he is a great engineer, producer, mixer, all of the above.
Stop it.
And so we've just been messing around with recording stuff, and I brought an Emily King tune called For Them to him, and we started recording it, and we were kind of like, oh, originally let's just like maybe do an acoustic duo thing live, and then we were like, oh, let's add Danielle with some harmonies, and then it turned into let's record it, and then it just kept becoming this really amazing track that I essentially got to do. We've called it our staycation with my 2 best friends, so it's been really fun. But the song is all about family and having your family be happy no matter what, and that's what's most important to you. So with the help of my sneaky father, I made a home video to go along with our track.
Did your mom know this is coming?
Nope.
Oh! All right, Mom. Get ready for some waterworks here.
Ready.
Okay, right after this, we're gonna have our second set of guests. Adrian and Meredith are coming up. They are a wonderful duo from here in Nashville and friends of Katie's. So stay tuned for Adrian and Meredith.
All right.
Lead me to water, songs of my father. Show me the rhythm, records in the kitchen. I'll get along, playing my father's song. Lead me to shelter, songs of my mother. Show me the meaning, music and wonder. I'll get along, singing my mother's song. I want my mother, I want my mother to be happy. I want my mother to be happy. And I'll be. I want my father, I want my father to be happy. I want my father to be happy. And I'll be. In life from the dark, there came a spark, carried me down with the loving heart. Where do we end? Love never far. Home is all I wanted, never do we part. I want my brother, I want my sisters to be happy. I want my family to be happy. And I'll be.
Welcome back. Is everyone?
All right.
Everyone.
I really liked Mike
crying?
Blomar's mustache, I gotta say.
Yeah, my
He
dad
has
had an amazing
the
mustache.
best mustache probably of all time.
We're excited to go back and watch. We
Yeah,
wanna
I'm
go
excited to
watch.
watch too. I was having a headphone malfunction the whole time, so it's like the songs over here and then warbled, awful mechanical over here. So anyway, but pictures were good anyway.
Yeah.
So that was a song.
job,
that
Katie.
was Katie. That was Justin and Katie's best friend Danielle, who's currently quarantining with them. But now
Good
we
job,
are
guys.
back with our second guest, our friends Adrian and Meredith, and I'll let you guys say hello and thumbs up.
Thumbs up. I love it. I love you. You're killing the emojis tonight.
Yeah, how do you do that? We're 3 weeks in and I still haven't figured out how to
I'm
run
not
the
telling
emoji.
anybody.
I'm not telling anybody.
You see that little heart on your screen? You just
No.
scroll your mouse over it, and then it'll give you some.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
I
And
like to
boom.
overuse it.
Nice, nice.
Hey, got it.
Great. Yeah.
You
Already
did it.
getting trolled. That's good. I'm getting trolled.
We need to train our cats to be able to just put emojis up the whole time we're playing.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that one. I probably use that one the most. Yeah.
Love it. Well, this is our amazing friends, Adrian and Meredith. I actually met these guys through friends of mine, and I had the privilege of going on tour with them last year, which was super fun. And
we wish you were on tour with us right now.
Yeah, we wish we were on tour. Yeah, that would be good.
8 minutes apart tour, right? That'd be
Yeah.
like a mini tour.
Yeah.
but yeah, I have quickly grown into, after meeting Adrian and Meredith, quickly become a huge fan. I actually look at your music because it is just the most fun thing ever, and it's kind of hard. Of course, now I lost it. But why don't you guys just describe your style of music?
I don't know. I love watching other people try to describe our music.
I could paraphrase what I read on your website.
Yeah.
I call it folka.
Yeah, it's folka.
Yeah.
So we were watching your earlier guest, Kris, and he was talking about Jimmy Rogers and how he was inspired by Jimmy. And I kind of realized that we kind of turned Jimmy Rogers' music into the modern era, and we went into like the 1950s with our music was our huge inspiration. So like a big band and Louis Prima, Victor Borge. It was, I think, when we found out that Sing 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 was written by the same guy as the orangutan in Jungle Book, we were hooked. That was like, that was the moment for us. We're like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, Adrian and I met, oh gosh.
Uh-oh.
A long time ago.
Almost
20 years ago.
Yeah, and you know, he out in DC, we met out there. We were both from the Midwest, and Adrian was already doing the solo singer-songwriter, sad songs, ex-punk band, turned acoustic guitar. And then when we met, I kind of came from the old-time world, and we were both raised Polish, so there's a lot of Eastern klezmer, polka influence that just seeps through, whether we want it to or not.
Is there a Polak in the house? I see a Polak.
She's the one drinking. That's why.
Oh, there, yeah, I can tell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
It's been a journey of the two of us merging our sounds, and kind of came up with this project, this Adrian+Meredith project, and it's a little bit of everything, but we have a lot of fun doing it.
The biscuits and the beans.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, why don't y'all play a nice little ditty for us?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. We're playing new songs because it's been kind of strange on the creativity side to be sitting at home this much. We have all this time, but not a lot to write about. You know.
Y'all are inspiring us with diving in and learning covers. I think we got to.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna go and learn a cover after tonight. I think everybody's doing some interesting cover stuff, and I think we're
Adrian claims, I'm going to say it publicly. Adrian claims he's going to learn a Radiohead cover. So
yes,
do it. Although I was watching a lot of Talking Heads over the last couple of days too, so maybe talking. Okay. Anyway, all right, here we go. Showing her nighttime interest. The label I drank a junkie, gave a love to the monkey, and old age faded yet. Wingman kept blocking the view. At my pocket size photo of you. I'm a martini man, selling out of my hand. Keep a cold too, we know what you grew. You're gonna lose your chivalry. When the calendar comes and the bets are made, remove your history. Chase trains at night with a hung on right. I had a smoke so I asked for the time. Could tell the rhythm was much better than mine. On an Iowa game, search for my name, made the sweep as I claim of my pride. Giving up with the engine John. Spot trains where I didn't belong. Use the words as a weapon in a clean toss that's in learning out of country or rhyme. You're gonna lose your chivalry. When the calendar comes and the bets are made, remove your history. Chase trains at night with a belong responding kind. You know when the whiskey's part of the business, handing out the whiskey and wine, handing out the whiskey and wine, handing out the whiskey and wine, handing out the whiskey or wine.
All right.
Yeah.
Dang.
This is so cool. I just feel so lucky to have this extended network of awesomeness in my life. Thank you guys.
You know, fun, man.
I was thinking about the same thing just the other day because you were on a Zoom call with Steve and a bunch of other really awesome people. And I was like, man, thank goodness I know so many good people in this time to give us guidance. Because I think without knowing some of these people, we would feel really lost. And it actually kind of inspired us for the first time in a while to reach out to other musicians and see how they're doing and make sure that they're doing okay and see if they know how to get, their taxes done and get their stimulus checks and figure out how to make rent this month. Because we're doing okay, actually. I feel like compared to a lot of how bad it could be, I think we actually are doing okay the last couple of weeks. But I do also think that others might not be. And that call, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Time is a weird thing. Yesterday. Wow. Yeah, it totally like inspired us to go and reach out to a couple of people. So we've been on a lot of these calls over the last couple of days and just checking in with people, seeing if people are still around. So
that's the amazing part about it is how this has brought everyone closer, even though we can't physically be together.
I know, it is amazing.
It is weird that way.
And there's something, talking with other musicians and industry people too, trying to figure out what the new normal could even be, and knowing that we have the one positive side of it is, and someone said it on the call yesterday, it's like, it wasn't necessarily a great model to begin with, and there's parts of it that we all miss a lot, like playing shows, but there's also maybe some beauty in this of, we can rebuild the way that is sustainable, for the modern age of bands and music. So
for those of you wondering what we're talking about, yesterday on Facebook, there was a nice call organized by our manager, Steve Johnson from SJ21 Music, and it had the head of Americana Fest, Folk Alliance, IBMA, the Blues Foundation, the Bluegrass Situation, Merle Fest and me for I was in there, but we just talked about what's going on, and I think what I took from it mostly is somehow it's comforting to me to know that everyone is in this limbo of like, I don't know, like nobody. There's so much speculation, and we're doing our best to like take it day by day, and I guess somehow I was comforted by that, because I'm over here going, I just can't make a plan, and I'm a planner, and I can't plan things because I don't know how to plan things.
Totally.
But everybody's nothing to plan, so I don't know, it just made me feel good. Oh, and also you mentioned Talking Heads earlier, so I wanted to share this. I saw this meme, and it's David Byrne, and it says, and you may ask yourself, did I brush my teeth today? And you may ask yourself, did I take a shower? It's like David Byrne under quarantine, right?
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Well, we admitted to you guys at Soundcheck, we feel like we need to do some sort of internet live performance at least once a week, because it ensures that we at least shower once.
Just once, though.
And put on.
Did you guys see it wasn't a meme. It should have been a meme, but it was actually real. It was the Lawrence, Kansas Police Department on Twitter posting to please put clothes on to go get the mail.
Oh, wow.
We've played in Lawrence, Kansas.
Yeah, their Twitter account is phenomenal, by the way. But yeah, it's it's a real thing. I haven't worn pants in weeks at this point.
That's why your guitar's so low, right?
Right now.
I am, yeah.
Someone on our chat asked, what is the name of the group that just sang? You are hearing Adrian+Meredith. They are joining us here on the Barefoot Movement Variety Show. We'll type their name here in the chat. We also had someone ask, your song was super strong, Marion, where can it be found? And I think then someone said downloaded more than a little on Spotify. Is that the song?
Awesome.
That's right. So that last song was That was us, yeah. So that last song was brand new, so that's not on that record. But we were going to play that song next anyway. But yeah, that's that More Than a Little record. That's us. So if you found that record, that's our Spotify.
Okay.
You can find you guys at Adrian+Meredith, right?
I think it's
Yep.
We're
MER.
on the interwebs.
I'll spell
Plus.
Yep.
Adrian+Meredith.
So, Marion Connerly, what is that song you sang available? Someone was asking about that. I don't want.
It is not yet.
recorded
You
yet.
can find it. I think we have some live videos of it out on our YouTube channel, and maybe even on Facebook. But that is up on our next coming record, which, depending on the landscape of the music industry and what's going on, may or may not be released this summer. So.
I was gonna say my wife's name is Marion too, so we.
Meredith.
I'm sorry.
Sounds similar.
Oh, you kept saying Marion. I thought you were saying Marion.
No,
I
it's
was
Meredith.
like, oh well, we'll record the song
I
sometime.
was saying both, because I
We
think
were
they were
asking
asking
you,
about Marion's.
Oh, you
song
were asking about-
earlier.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I didn't. It goes by in the chat, so I didn't want to lose that as well. So
I
is
see,
that
I
song
see.
recorded that you guys did earlier?
It's recorded.
No, we haven't
I'm sorry.
recorded that one.
Hers. Oh, sorry. Jesus.
Marion Meredith.
This is so confusing over
We're
here.
also Polish too. It's just so
Yeah.
many things in common.
Buddy, grab a drink and cheers.
Yeah. Sure.
Marion, play a polka.
Yeah.
You guys sound more legit Polish than I do. I just know about some pierogies. My daddy did not teach me the language. No, I don't think we've recorded the song that we played, but if you look up Marion Grace, Marion Grace, it's probably on YouTube, but we'll make a recording for whoever wants to hear it.
Well, I am
Absolutely.
enjoying this so much, you guys. It's
Yeah.
so great to hear some fiddle that's not under my own ear. So
Yeah.
let's have another song from our
Cool.
friends
We'll do it.
Adrian and Meredith.
Yeah.
I will say I'm really glad that Meredith's finger is all healed up now, because the last time we saw them, she had nearly taken the whole thing off, and we had to sub for them at a show. So
really?
Which
I'm
you
so
guys
glad.
covered.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
guys covered for us.
Yeah.
It was-
Yeah,
Wow.
it did. Quarantine did good things for growing skin, so it is back. It is back in full force. So.
Good job,
She could-
quarantine.
She can play all four strings again. That's good.
All right. Well, we will play More Than a Little. This was the title track off of our last record that we released. Oh, Katie, I wish you could play it with us.
Oh.
That's the thing, I was traveling alone. Baby, I said some faith. My cover was so blown. I knew the whistle blower's mother and called her on the phone. Give her a wing, give her a kill, give her all that I'd known. It took 7 long days and 40 long nights to keep our spirits alive, keep up a good fight. And if a little all decisions made by a spy, keep path trying true, keep the wrong left from the right. Ooh, that's a saying. Selling bullshit by the pound. I give you more than a little this when it go around. I give you more than most if you ever leave this town. I heard the bells, felt the eyes, half a dozen native men bad my chance, the empathizer I could see the sense. Whistle blowing, keep the train moving. Keep the train moving, hand pegging now man to the south of the wind. There's a sign, selling bullshit by the pound. I give you more than a little this when it go around. I give you more than most. You leave this town, come on, 4-string. cherry liquor you've been pouring needs some help. Keep a hand to his fingers and a shine to get your fill. It's science. Some bulk for about a pound. Give you mom and a little man spinning around. I give you more than most. If you ever leave this town, I give you more than most. If you ever leave this town, I give you more than most. If you ever leave this town.
Yes.
Yay. Thank you so much for having us, guys.
Oh,
Thank you guys so much for coming on the show.
Keep
hopefully
it up.
Someday we will see each other and play music again in real
You guys
time.
are doing a great thing. Keep it up. I think it's awesome what you guys are doing for your fans. We're trying to figure out how to do things for our fans too.
You guys are showing an awesome thing. You've inspired us to do more of this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, thank you. We love you guys. Be safe.
Love you too.
You too.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks for having us.
See you later.
See you guys.
Thank you.
We're gonna air our next tune twist, and I guess we can go ahead and do that. I am so excited about this. I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Yeah. So our friend Duke, one of our, you have these fans that become friends. And I've been on a roller coaster with Duke at this point, so he's definitely like,
Literally, not a figurative one, a literal roller coaster.
A real one. Yeah.
He's been Duke is here. He even forgave me because one time on stage I called him Doug instead of Duke, and it was terrible. And his whole family made fun of him and me for a long time after that. So he's hung around, even though I said the wrong name. But anyway, when he requested this song, I was like, okay, cool. And as has been the case, that the blessing for me from quarantine is just constantly being blown away by my bandmates again, like all over again. Because when I'm seriously not exaggerating. We've been trying. Sorry, I'm rambling, but we've been trying to figure out how to do this because it's hard. We would normally get together and arrange a song all at the same time. We'd spend hours on it, and we might need to take a run around the block to blow off some steam when it was over, but we'd all be together, and then when we'd leave, it'd be done. But we're trying to figure out how to make this the most efficient that we can, with Alex over here, us over here, Katie over here, just having to come up with an arrangement that we're bouncing back and forth over the internet. So Tommy and I did a rough what we call a scratch track to say, okay, this is kind of what we got going. And I just knew that the rhythm that I had, I knew that Alex was just gonna nail it on guitar. And then when he sent it over, and he sends me the guitar and then I'm gonna sing to it, which is the way we did this one. We have done them all different ways as we've been trying to figure this out. But I was just like, holy crap. And it just reminded me that if there was a lineup of people that I could choose to make music with, I would pick you guys every frickin' time. And I just, anyway, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, the first time I got Noah's track and the guitar track, and the first time I heard it, I was like, dang, this is gonna be fire.
Yeah, we were grooving hard and recording this thing.
Fire. That's what the kids say.
Let's catch up on donations before we get to it.
Okay, Tommy says catch up on donations.
We've had some before the guests. So Blair and the Fox donated $17.85, but then also donated $7.18 because they are in Canada, and so they made it even $25 American. They said, "Love you guys. Tune in every week. Would love to get some merch up in Canada soon." Christina from Edmonton. Thank you so much, Christina.
Thank you so much, Christina. We love you guys.
DJ Kimball donated $50.
Thank you.
Is that a Justin? Is that a Kimball?
That might be my mom.
that
I'm
mom?
not sure.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Those are totally her initials. So thank you, Mom, if you're watching.
That's awesome.
I'll thank you anyways.
Bob
K
donated
Kaufman.
$50. He says, best Saturday night dates ever. Love the Doc Watson tune. And, of course, Katie's video. Thank you so much, Bob.
Yeah.
Thanks, Bob. Love ya.
Brain stick.
Bob.
And then I Like the Green Room just donated $4.97 and said $4.97, just to be clear, and said, could you do Dolly Parton's Jolene?
I don't.
She already did that. Well,
no,
it wasn't Dolly
that
Parton.
was that was a different.
Ray LaMontagne.
We could probably pull it off.
I
Me and you
can't.
could.
Not right now, though.
I can do it.
Yeah, you guys can do it.
We'll do it after
We'll
the
do it after
video.
the thing.
Thank you so much. I Like the Green Room.
You know the words?
Thank you for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, that is not a pleasant sound.
Okay, let's get to the video.
All right,
It's
here
fire
for
video.
Duke Stevens and that whole crew in California. We love you guys. And here is Killing Me Softly.
Strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song. I heard he sang a good song. I heard he had a style.
Alrighty.
Gosh,
That was fun. That was a good time.
You guys are so good.
No, you're so good.
My best friend just texted. She said, "I'm digging this twist for real." It was. I mean, it was just so groovy. I don't dance, okay? Like, I'm a headbanger. I'm a mosh pit kind of girl. But I'm in there singing like, you know, like
body roll.
I mean, like, I was just getting into it. And what is this happening to me? You know. Duke Stevens says, "OMG, that was amazing. We did that for Duke, so I'm really glad."
Thank you, Duke.
Duke's.
Yeah.
Aw, thanks, Duke.
Best money ever spent. Aw.
You're so sweet.
We did play your birthday party though once, so was that?
That was fun.
Welcome to Duke's house.
He was wearing a leotard, wasn't he?
Yeah, like a unitard thing.
Like a onesie.
Oh yeah.
I need to meet this Duke.
Yeah, you should definitely meet Duke.
Wonderful. Yeah. Duke and Kristen. I have a thank you card from them on my fridge still. All right, well, we're going to let Alex do Jolene for our requester there, and maybe we'll wrap up. Tommy and I can do one more song, and we will call it a night and see you guys next week.
Wait, who requested this? Duke?
Who asked for...
Who requested this?
I like the green
room.
room.
The green room asked for Jolene.
I like the green room.
With a $5 tip.
Yeah.
Who is that?
I'm not sure.
They might want to remain anonymous on the internet. You never know.
You never know.
So many people. You know.
That's cool. Which is understandable. You know, it's the internet.
That's right.
We've never played this song before, but she just looked up the lyrics on her phone. So this is I don't know. We're gonna try it anyway.
Hi, Brian.
You ready?
He says his name's Brian.
Okay.
All right. See if this is a good tempo for.
Maybe a touch slower than.
A little slower.
Just a touch.
All right. Let's see.
Not much. Yeah.
Is that all right?
I guess. We'll see. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. Your beauty is beyond compare. Flaming locks of auburn hair and ivory skin and eyes of emerald green. Your smile is like a breath of spring. Your voice is soft like summer rain, and I cannot compete with you, Jolene. He talks about you in his sleep, and there's nothing I can do to keep from crying when he calls your name, Jolene. And I can easily understand how you could easily take my man, but you don't know what he means to me, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him just because you can. You could have your choice of man, but I could never love again. He's the only one for me, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you. My happiness belongs to you, and I don't decide to do, Jolene. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Please don't take him even though you can. Jolene, Jolene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
Hickory third. Yeah.
You did it.
Personality.
Got happy to get there in personality.
So now that you can hear us, you guys rocked it.
Oh, okay.
Before. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Ooh,
I know
That was for I Love the Green Room.
His name is Brian.
And it's
Brian.
He doesn't
Come
love
forward.
the green
Brian.
room. He likes the green room. He does not like the green room.
Reveal thyself, Brian. Who are you?
Life of Brian.
My grandma's watching. I know she loves Dolly Parton, so I bet she enjoyed that. She and her twin sister, I swear to God, her twin sister looked like Dolly Parton in the 60s, and my grandma looked like Loretta. Well, I guess, I don't know if Ida, my aunt, looked more like Tammy Wynette, but either way, they were country music sisters. That's what they looked like to me. So
It's amazing. Love it.
So hey, Ada.
We got a couple donations. Amber Adcock donated
All
$10.
Amber.
Look,
Thanks, Tim.
the cat just lifted her head like, what are you doing? When you did that?
And then Bruce.
I just like to give another shout out to Ada out there.
Yeah. Angel.
Bruce donated $25.
Thank you, Bruce.
Really great show tonight. Thanks. Can't wait for the next one. Marion's song really blew me away.
Me
Thanks
too,
so
Bruce.
much.
Me too. Thanks, Bruce.
Giving the bells.
That is loud.
Well, you guys, we're gonna call it a night here in just a bit. Couple of things wanted to mention. That vinyl pre-order we talked about. You guys
Plenty of them left.
Plenty of them left. Yeah, we're just trying to get to 300, and I think someone asked earlier when they would be delivered, and it would be later on in the summer. Yeah.
Mid-June.
Mid-June, yeah.
Yep.
So just head to Facebook. You can order your Barefoot Movement, our very first vinyl, and we'll have it signed for you and sent to you as soon as they are printed. Thanks again to our friends Mark, Luciana, Cecilia, and Isabel for our Big Larry t-shirts.
Yeah!
Thanks for all our Tune Twist requests that we've had so far. We've got some exciting stuff coming up next week. I won't spoil it for you, but we really, really appreciate those. So if you guys have a song you'd like to hear us cover as Barefoot Movement, we are still taking those orders for $300. And any song, someone said something about Who Let the Dogs Out earlier.
For Bibbers.
We'd figure it out. You know,
That was Katie.
We'll do it.
No, it was Bibbers. And thanks again to our special guests, Kris Truelsen from Bill and the Bells and Adrian+Meredith.
Thanks.
Like we were talking about earlier, it's so lovely to still connect with our friends, even if it's over Skype.
And so you guys, we really appreciate you tuning in. If you want, please share this stream. Let people know we're doing it, and we really, really want to keep getting those sweet, wonderful comments. You know, keep making awesome music, and we hope to see you again soon. That's the way we feel, and we're just we are so enjoying doing this, and we hope you guys are too. So help us spread the word about our Saturday night hootenannies here in Middle Tennessee. And we love you all. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.
All right.
Wash your hands.
Katie.
We're not done yet. Are you guys going to play another one? Or are we washing our
I think
hands
we're
now?
good. We didn't have any requests, so we're gonna.
Okay,
call it
cool.
a night.
Wash your
Good
hands.
night, everybody. Wash
Good
your
Love
night,
you guys.
everybody.